I'm Alicia Case with Mid-America Regional Council, and I'm working with Climate Action KC to form a regional plan for climate resilience. And today I'm bringing you climate conversations with Dina Newman, the director of the UMKC Center for Neighborhoods. Thank you for joining us, Dina.
Thank you, Alicia, for having me.
And today we're going to talk about the work she's doing with neighborhoods and also climate resilience. So Dina, how about you start us off with telling us more about the work that you do?
All right, well, the Center for Neighborhoods is housed in the Department of Architecture, Urban Planning, and Design at UMKC. We've been open for about 4 years. And the goal really is to engage, equip, and empower neighborhood leaders, residents, and advocates. And we do that by providing a free 12-week training. We provide them with the tools that they need to go back into their communities and do that hard work. Part of our work is we empower them with an ABCD, asset-based community development mindset. So they're able to go back into the community and really look at the assets in the community and begin to build upon that to address those challenges.
Great. Sounds like a lot of moving pieces with that as well.
Lots and lots of moving pieces, yes.
So tell us, let's focus in a little bit on environment. I know you have somewhat of an environmental background, and tell us how you're talking or working with the neighbors on about climate change and climate resilience.
So we have a curriculum set up that really addresses what does it look like to have a culture of health, right? To look at your community through those lenses. Do you have a healthy community as well as individual health? So part of our curriculum under the health and safety piece, we look at climate resiliency. We look at what's happening in their communities. Now, sometimes depending on the community, the language is different, right? You and I have talked about this before. In certain communities of concern, and when I talk about community concern, I'm talking about primarily low wealth communities of color. Climate resiliency action is already happening, but they don't necessarily maybe call it that. So our role is to really connect that language to climate resiliency, to have those conversations, to help empower them to do the work that they're already doing. Whether that's, hey, turn off the water. Your garden in the backyard is more than just providing food. We have those conversations to really show them that what they're doing is much, much more than they even realize. We've had classes on composting, small gardening, water conservation, which is an area I know that you're very passionate about. So we take what our curriculum, basically, we build it into the work that they're already doing, and we just continue to support them with that work.
That sounds like really meaningful and also efficient work. It's good to hear, especially how people are already doing some of this work and connecting with maybe some of the more technical portions of it, and looking forward to hearing more about that as we talk about the climate resilience plan in the future.
Yes.
Dina, so let's focus on you a little bit. What's your vision for a climate resilient Kansas City region, or Kansas City neighborhoods even? What's your vision for climate resilience?
I would hope that neighborhood leaders in neighborhoods are drivers around policy, that it's not always top down. Many of our neighborhood leaders already have solutions. Unfortunately, they're not given the opportunity to be at the table. So my vision would be what I call kind of that middle space, top down, grassroots, right there in that sweet spot in the middle, where neighborhood leaders are truly able to, develop that policy and implement it on a neighborhood level, because it starts in your own backyard, it starts in your own home. And I just hope that going forward, these neighborhood leaders will be able to be empowered to do that work.
Well, thank you for sharing that vision. It's such a meaningful thing to be able to hear from the neighborhoods. We've heard from technical experts for climate action at KC. We've heard from business owners and nonprofit leaders. So I certainly appreciate your time today and hope to connect with you more on this topic. Just for those who are listening, if this has intrigued you in any way to be able to contribute your input about climate resilience and what you see happening for the region, I encourage you to go to the website listed above to to learn more about how you can get involved. And again, this is Alicia Cates from Mid-America Regional Council, and I'm signing off for Climate Conversations. Thank you.
Thank you, Alicia.